Hello. I know that many of you have watched in the last several weeks Father David present to all of the parish of Archangel Gabriel the vision that was the result of many, many months of work by all of the advisory councils who came together with all of us clergy to shape this for our future. Father presented both the vision and then last week the new logo that represents our still baby young parish. Today I'd like to speak to you about what we call the approaches of how we're getting the vision to be accomplished. And these may resonate with some of you who are older and remember the old parish councils, which used to have 4 committees, for lack of a better word. One did worship or liturgy, one did education, one did outreach or social service, and the other did temporalities. These have evolved, of course, over the years into the Finance Council that takes care of all the stewardship, the patrimony, the resources of the parish, and the Pastoral Council, which does the pastoral planning. And then we now have committees and volunteers and other workers that take care of the other things, everything from serving as catechists to liturgical ministers to all kinds of other roles that fulfill the mission of each parish. When we look at those 4 approaches, I'm going to share them with you in 1 minute, and holding them up are means of getting them accomplished or explaining them, and we call those the 5 pillars, but we'll talk about that in another video. But those 5 pillars kind of cross because really we're not in silos, we're all related as to how we accomplish this mission, which is stewarding God's gifts and mysteries to make missionary disciples for Jesus Christ and His church. So the first is to offer up our first and best gifts for the ministry of word and sacrament. We know about liturgy, that is the celebration of both the word and the sacrament, at its center the celebration of the Most Holy Eucharist. But we have to assess how we are doing that. Do we just say, okay, it's Sunday Mass, so we're just going to grab this person or that person or use this song or that song? No, we have to really make a dedicated effort to focus on what it means to be welcoming to everybody who comes, to use the best resources at our disposal, to allot financial resources to the celebration so that each person can have that encounter with Jesus Christ in those most sacred of moments. The second is to form everybody in discipleship. And we know it's not enough to say, oh, I went to 12 years of Catholic school, or I went to 8 years of religious ed, or whatever it might be. It has to be something more than that. We have to have a personal relationship with Jesus and continue to grow in our relationship with Him all through our life, because Jesus draws us deeper and deeper and deeper into the mystery of the love and life of God. And so how do we offer and support foundations in discipleship for everyone from our youngest to our most senior members? The third is to create a parish culture where we receive each other as the gifts that we are from God. And this means treasuring our past. So many of you know about the history upon which we are built as Archangel Gabriel Parish. And we don't want to say that didn't mean anything, because of course it did. We wouldn't be here without that. But we stand on the shoulders of those who came before us so that we can continue to build what we need in our time and space. And that includes going forward as the missionary disciples our Holy Father asks us to be, so that we can fulfill the mission of Jesus, serving others with mercy and forgiveness and compassion. Finally, we want to direct our resources according to the priorities of this mission. If the mission to make disciples is the most important thing we do to share the good news of Jesus Christ, then how do we use everything we have here, our property, the people, and our staff, all of our financial goods and resources, every building that we have? How do we use all of that to continue to focus the mission? So it has to be a letting go of perhaps what we would like personally, or where we think, if it doesn't suit what the mission is to advance the kingdom of God.